Hey y'all, hey. Okay, so this is my first time doing this whole live thing from my phone, but I am going to share over there, in that. I'm back. Hey, you guys. So I told you I would try to come live as I travel. Um, so here I am. So I was anticipating doing a live from my island because I have to fly to the current island which I'm on, which is Honolulu. And then from this island, I fly 13 whole hours to Atlanta, Georgia, okay, to hot Atlanta because it's super hot there. So I travel from here to Atlanta, and I get to Atlanta tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. And then I'm able to go get registered for the event. Now, I kind of want to talk about my experience thus far going on this trip. One thing that I've noticed is the lack of kindness of individuals, human beings. I mean, it was a total reflective moment for me today. As I've been traveling, I never usually travel alone, so this is one of the first times where I've traveled alone and have had to figure things out for myself. And in that figuring things out, people are just unkind. I don't know if this is because we have shifted into another way of humanity or another way of culture. I don't know if this is because people are unhappy with life, but genuinely, from the heart, unkind. People working jobs, people in passing, unkind. And so it got me to thinking, um, as believers, I think we have a responsibility to be an example, right? Even when people are being unkind to us, we have a responsibility as Christians to reflect the Father, the kindness, the gentleness, the humility. I thought about myself in my job. Man, I can't get away from this. I'm telling you, when God says in the Bible, everything that we are doing, do as unto Him. It literally is everything that we do as unto Him because it matters. Let me tell y'all something. I was a little frustrated earlier this morning because I got to the airport, kiosk wasn't working, so I had to wait in this long customer service line, get my tickets, get into pre-check, waiting to go forward, and guess what happened? I saw somebody that I had served at my job. He says, "Hey, don't you work at such and such medical facility?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "You were the one that helped my daughter. I helped my wife, who had, I guess one of her rings was swelling on her finger. Her finger was swelling. We had to surgically remove her ring." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "How's she doing?" He said, she's doing fine. She actually ordered another ring. Thank you so much for being so kind. You made the experience effortless. We appreciate you guys. Hopefully, don't have to see you guys there, but it's nice to see you here." And he was a TSA representative. I say that to say you never know how you represent yourself in another place is going to affect you in your future. I never would have guessed that I would run into anybody that I know, let alone giving me access or denying me access to something. And so it was just kind of a reinforcement that we have to do things as unto the Lord, and we have to be mindful of that as believers. The world is unhappy. I'm going to repeat that again. The world, the culture, a lot of society is unhappy. I literally was getting food and I just stood there and I observed people. I observed the workers, I observed the guests waiting for their food. There was levels of impatience, there was levels of frustration. The people working and processing the orders were frustrated, had no strategy or systematic way of moving. And so, one of the things that the Lord brought to my attention was, Athena, this is why I've called you to train the people of God in personal, professional, and spiritual development. because it matters. Okay, so God is saying, I'm taking my people in this time, and within 5 years, I'm taking those who will say yes, those who will be obedient. I'm taking them from being a lender, I'm being a borrower, right? Needing handouts, or not having enough, or suffering lack, or um, paying high interest, just owing anything, whether it's a car note, whether it's a mortgage, whether it's an individual. God says, I'm taking my people who will say yes in this time from borrowing or feeling obligated to borrow to being lenders. They are going to be the ones to lend to others. They are going to be the ones that are going to be in the position to be able to help further the kingdom, but also help further others who are looking to advance the kingdom. And so as I'm looking at how different individuals are moving, I could see there's such a lack of development, not only personally but also spiritually. What we reflect on the outside is how we are in the inside, what we're dealing with spiritually. It's what we're dealing with when we are at our places of employment, or we are providing a service to someone as a means of employment. How we are, and it's always people that want to come close to me. I am clear across the whole airport on a whole empty row, and people want to come in the back of the line, so they just gonna be in the back of the line. But I just want to encourage you to seek the Lord in the area of personal, professional, and spiritual development. It is going to tremendously help you in the direction that we are headed as the people of God, and as God is trying to move us into a different way of doing life as believers. You're going to see a huge need for development in those three areas. I'm excited about this Mantle conference. I'm not excited about flying all day, but I am excited about the conference. I looked at some photos, and there are literally thousands of people registering now to get into the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. So I'm hoping that when I get there tomorrow morning, that it will be significantly less people, hopefully, waiting to get registered. But super excited to meet some wonderful people that we're going to just rock out this event. Super excited about this super long agenda from, I think we're going in at 9 a.m. and we end sessions at 10 p.m. So literally 3 days of just being shut in. So super excited about that. Um, and super excited to check out Atlanta and see some things there. So I will be back bringing you guys kind of with me on this journey, bringing you guys with me to the arena and kind of seeing what I see from my end. And so let me know in the comments your thoughts, what you would like to see about in Atlanta. I'm not going to be really traveling nowhere in Atlanta, to be honest with you, other than getting food and to the arena, but would love to hear your thoughts. Love you guys. Bye now.